Bonjour fragrance lovers, this is Clémence. I'm talking about fragrance and welcome back. We're gonna talk about the famous range from Yves Saint Laurent and this is why. I will explain to you step by step about the composition, for who it is targeted and how I would describe the scent. I will talk about the performance and the sillage of course, and at the end I will all rate them, and right at the end, the very end, I will tell you what I think about all this range. Let's start! Five interpretation of the YSL. There will be the eau de toilette, the eau de parfum, le parfum, the EDT Intense, which is called Y Live, and we will have the Y Eau Fresh. Let's talk about the composition now. For YSL, the classic, the original eau de toilette, the top notes in bergamot, which is really common in fragrances, just to give like that tiny bit of freshness without giving something too lemon. Ginger, so it's quite spicy, there's a hint of spiciness. Mint, lemon, aldehydes, that is quite present in the EDT. This is a molecule that gives usually a fizzy note to a fragrance, sparkling, kind of help to elevate all the ingredients. In the heart note you have apple, violet leaf, pineapple and sage. Really strong presence of the apple notes, quite for me something characteristic of this range. Ambre gris at the base, musk, cedar, fir and incense. It's quite a dark composition, I would say, in the base, especially something that is supposed to give a little bit of a mystery. You can smell really the musky trail and the fizziness of the fragrance. Musky, I'm talking about synthetic musk, which is powdery tone. Also, it's very juicy. You can really smell the apple note in there. So it's quite fresh overall, but you do have, with the dry down, some kind of like incense, mysterious vibe. Good. For the composition of the EDT, the apple is really blossoming even more than the eau de toilette. That sage note that's been highlighted as well. So sage always gives something quite aromatic, but again gives something like very mystic. Juniper berries, so it's something a little bit more greener. Geranium, that gives a bit of freshness. We removed a little bit the bergamot and lemon tone in there, so it's not as citrusy as the first one, and we've put the freshness into the geranium that gives something slightly more minty. Trail is amberwood, tonka bean, cedar vetiver, blah blah blah, but mainly the amberwood. You need to remember woody but slightly sensual, resinous. It's a very smooth composition overall, less focused on the freshness. For the parfum, a little bit the same, apple, aldehydes, really a comeback of the aldehydes in there. Like what's changing is the lavender. There's a lavender note in there that is there, that gives the freshness. Composition that makes you think of a barbershop fragrance, but more intense, more warmer. We've got a quite sweet opening. It's a richer composition. We have Y the Live, total different composition. Orange blossom at the start, so orangey but slightly flowery tone, which is really beautiful. When it evolves, you can smell slightly that freshness of the bergamot, and the sage, of course, to give that slightly DNA that was there before. It's a composition that is closer to the eau de parfum to me. Don't be scared by the floral note in there. It's not too floral, don't worry. And this is not as sweet as the eau de parfum would be. We have a freshness, but a slightly more floral undertone. If you really love the eau de parfum, probably you should go for the eau de toilette concentrée if you want a fresher little version. The Y Eau Fresh is much more fresh, citrus and aromatic. It smells like open air, fresh air, like you're traveling. The main difference is the juniper berries, so you can smell something slightly more piney, greener. For who it is now. This is the safer option. Something that is made for warm weather, is quite fresh. It gives like something slightly sophisticated, which I like. It's a bit of a seriousness going on. It's a little sweet, it's a little woody, it's a little fresh, it's a little bit of everything. You're dump rich, I would say. When you don't know what to wear, you probably wear that. It's very versatile. You can wear that for the office, you can wear that on a date. I think it's still matching. Date for summer, you know. For me, the machine of compliments. I smell that classic masculine tone, and for some reason usually that those ones that get the most compliment. It's a feel-good fragrance as well. It's not complicated. you know. Well, for the Eau de Parfum now, it's a little bit more unique. It's a must-have. It's much more sophisticated. It's much more serious. For me, the boss in the office. It's more sweeter, and it's got something like slightly spicy. Again, a crowd pleaser. Easy to like. It's professional. For Le Parfum, more macho audience, a great signature fragrance. You get something quite masculine, easy to wear as well, but with more of a character, so that could be nice. The barbershop of the range. When I say barbershop, I say especially with the lavender, it smells the classic masculine fragrance that you used to smell before. It's very, very classy. I think always with barbershop fragrance, you always have that vibe of like kind of like classy fragrance. It's fruity and it's very elegant. YSL Live, classy, very sexy, compliment getter definitely, more for summer and spring this season. That's very springy tone, and that's with the orange blossom, this slightly floral tone, give me that bit airy with no H. It's a bit more softer and it's a bit more fruitier. Always give like a bit like a more romantic tone, I would say, like maybe a bit more edgy. I like it. Eau Fraiche, we're definitely in the outdoor vibes, holiday like. It's like a lemonade, you're sipping your lemonade on holiday. It's very clean, it's really refreshing. Let's talk about the performance now. The Eau de Toilette performance is quite moderate, but it's an Eau de Toilette, you can't expect much, you know, like when people like complain about that, I'm like, mate, it's an Eau de Toilette. It's supposed to stay normally 4 hours. For me, after 2 or 3 hours, it's more like a skin scent. It's not your heavy projector, so if you enjoy to have like something that stay close to the skin, you might enjoy that. For the EDP now, a really good performance. It's much more than the Eau de Toilette. You can really smell the difference straight away. When I remember I smelled that around me like few times, and I was just like, wow, this is, you know, it's really addictive. The one that you would call the beast of the range, kind of. For Le Parfum, it's pretty good, slightly less than EDP. It's a bit more on the reserve, but better than the Eau de Toilette. I get something like, I would say you can last all day with that, but after 5 hours, like skin set, to be fair. YSL Live, so obviously you have something more fresher, so don't expect to have the same sillage, but surprisingly with this fragrance, you get an awesome sillage. For the prices, you make it a good investment. Slightly better than the Eau de Toilette to me, as far as I've tried, you know. Eau Fraiche, this is an Eau Fraiche. Normally Eau Fraiche could be compared to the longevity of an Eau de Cologne, and Eau de Cologne is 2 hours, something like that. So it's something that you will have to reapply because it's supposed to be refreshing, so you're supposed to reapply, and it's a different ritual than the other ones. And the first one that is complaining about that, I'm like, darling. It's moderate, I would say, again, like the EDT, but don't expect much. It's an Eau Fraiche, you know, you know what you're buying. It's there to refresh you. My rating now. Fifth position will go for the classic Eau de Toilette. Very strange, because usually I would rate the classic much higher. I mean, it's nice, but it's not something really special to me. I'm not mind blown. A 7 out of 10 because it's nicely blended. It's a nice juice, but it's nothing mind blowing. 4 will be the Eau Fraiche. I think it's a really nice fragrance. I just love the fact that the juniper berries are very present. It's slightly more piney and greenish, and it really gives me that vibe of getaway. I did really enjoy it. 7.5, I would say, over 10. It was quite nice. The 3 is the Live one. Great surprise with this one. It's a bit more difficult to find nowadays. The 8 over 10, I think it's something that really interesting, and compared to all the range, that is standing out. And I really enjoy when someone is giving a bit like a slightly floral tone with orange blossom. I think it's beautiful. 2 is Le Parfum. Why? So I put it at 8.5 over 10. I do enjoy a barbershop fragrance. I think it's nice. It's not a barbershop fragrance, but it does have the vibe. Compared to the Eau de Parfum, I was slightly disappointed, and that's why. But I still rate it more than the other ones, but I was a bit disappointed. I was expecting something even more richer and everything like that, but I did enjoy that it still be serious and classy, which is the whole vibe of this. And my first one is with a 9 over 10, the Eau de Parfum. Parfum. I love it. I think it's essential in the collection. A lot of people like forget it because we have La Nuit de l'Homme next to it, or L'Homme in YSL, but I love this one. Sensual, but still classy, very bossy. I love it. I had a lot of people saying to me how much they enjoy to wear it on a daily basis. And I think you need to wear the outfit that goes with it, which is quite professional, but I like it. What you say, I really like this range. But I'm really a YSL lady. I really usually enjoy YSL fragrance because they're easy to wear, they're not complicated on the man, and they always give something different. Compared to La Nuit de l'Homme, this is much more, for me, the professional outfit. This is the one you're gonna go for if you want to be a bit bossy, if you want to, you know, show off a bit of something quite serious. You need a good jacket, a turtleneck if you like, you know, that vibe. And I really enjoy the fact that it's a bit more darker and it's a character that is a little bit more serious. So if you know someone around you that is a bit like that, I think that could be nice. But overall, I really enjoy it, and not a lot of people really like talk about it too much, which is a shame because I think the eau de parfum is amazing. It's something that is quite different as well with the apple. We don't see a lot of apple kind of related scent because it gives that juicy tone, and I think with this one they did a great job. So that's my review of this range. I hope you enjoyed it. We didn't talk about the price, but you get a pretty decent price for that. Let me just double check. For 60 milliliters, you get £55 for the eau de parfum, for example. 60 milliliters, £57. Voila, for me, it's a super great price, honestly. 100 milliliters, you've got £69 for the eau de parfum. It's really great. It's amazing price for something that, for me, will not go out of trend. Voila. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed yet. Leave a little comment to tell me which one is your favorite interpretation. It's okay to disagree. This is fragrance. I'm just giving you my little advice. And I will see you very soon. Bye now.